feel free to stick around if you want and head out if you want.
Yeah, I need to go eat. I am hungry.
I'm doing the same thing.
All right.
Gonna go eat. What do we have any events today coming up, or are they all tomorrow?
Winnabox will start today, later today if you want. Also, hey,
Also,
look, we just saw Crystal Beasts, and the first Winnabox Top 16 replay is Crystal Beasts. That's nice. All right.
Oh,
well,
Lucas played CB. That's interesting.
Before I head out, just a reminder, everyone watching, that the Speed Duel Masters Circuit playoff, the remainder of the playoffs will be tomorrow, and the finals will actually be played live at the end of that. So, if, you know, I don't know, I hope it's just me that has an ad playing on stream right now, or else no one is hearing this.
Wait, there's an ad playing on stream?
Yes, dude.
Playing as well. It's because I'm not subbed.
I didn't tell it to play an ad. What the?
Alright, let me try that again, because if you were, then a lot of people are probably blocked by the ad. Speed Duel Master Circuit tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on my channel, twitch.tv/ADGJustice. It is the rest of the final, or the playoffs, plus the finals will be played live, so make sure to tune in to find out who made it through to finals, and then to watch that match be played live, watch all of the playoffs, and yeah, so I hope to see you all there. There we go.
Why did it play an ad without me telling it to? Twitch, what are you doing?
Yeah, Twitch added that in like 2020.
Actually, while I've had to stream up.
Are you serious? That's so stupid. Alright, let me change the title of the stream to Winnabox number 21, top 16 replays.
Yeah, I think you can get ads on people that aren't even whatever it's called, partners or whatever.
That is so annoying. Yeah, that's.
Yep.
I didn't.
And the only way to get.
I don't like playing ads until like literally like I have to go to the bathroom or something. That's so stupid. All right.
I don't know. Alrighty, that's it for me. I'm gonna go make myself some dinner. So good talking with you guys. Thank you for hosting the event as always, Terra Master.
Yep, you got it. Congrats on winning, Raging Cat. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Get out of here.
Peace out, dude.
Alright, I'll catch you guys later.
Alright,
so I'm gonna have lunch like a normal person, not dinner.
Yeah, yes, Shirley. This is Shirley lunchtime.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
Alright, later. Blaze, are you gonna stick around for a couple replays here?
Yeah, I can stick around if you need a bit of co-commentary, why not?
Yeah, why not? Alright, so we got double Cosmic from Claudia, who's playing what looks like Dragoon. Summon Breaker. 30-card Dragoon, by the way. Breaker at 1900, probably tries to just get over the Pegasus here. Yes. Lucas choosing not to put the Pegasus in Spell Trap Zone because of not having anything to use it on. Drytron or Plunder for locals today. Plunder. Oh boy. Advanced locals. Alright, Warrior Lady charging into the Breaker for that 1-for-1 trade to save the Tiger in the back row. Allure of Darkness. Spanish Sphere Karibo. Oh, here we go! It's a Dragoon!
I will say it is strange to see Master Claudia play not Moth. There's a Dragoon.
Oh, this is insane though. 30-card Dragoon, 1 game 1. About playing not Moth, I think you're about to find out something funny about his deck list.
Oh, right. I see where this is going.
Yeah, you see that side?
It's a cocoon! Now I understand the meme.
It's a freaking smoke screen. Yep. Yep. Okay. Oh, we see Lucas drew a side deck card as well, so that's cool. We'll see if that comes up. Oh, I act like this is live. Lucas drew Waking the Dragon.
And we do have a Breaker in Claudia's hand in this replay here.
Yeah, this is no longer live. Yes, it's a cocoon. Pegasus attacks, gets booked into that Apprentice. Cosmic in the end phase. Hits the Waking. Oh boy! What do you summon here? It's Ojama King, block 2. Creature swap, dude. Give up the Pegasus. Lucas checks that is an Apprentice, sets a wall, and summons Tiger. Decides not to attack as to not clear the field for Claudie. Claudie says you never know what deck I'm running. No effect though. Ah yes, no Pegasus effect from the Dragoon Moth player. Seems right. What's going on here? Oh, he crashed the Apprentice into the Pegasus. In order
Which was a good play.
Yeah,
You know, frees up that zone here. Yeah.
Right, frees up the zone, plus you never get to use Apprentice's effect now if you're Claudie, because you don't have the zone to use it. The life win adjustments to gain some, to repair the game state, sure. Lucas goes, just notice your moth.
Brilliant. I mean, you do get tunnel vision and speed. You know, you never expect the smoke screen, so...
I know, it's just hilarious.
You should have seen it, but it is funny.
It's just funny. So, like, the Winterblock's top cut just opens with such a meme. Yeah, okay, here we go. Tiger will attack, get booked. Warrior Lady will not attack, leaving that zone clogged once again. Surely we'll draw Moth if you're Claudie. We'll draw the second Moth here. Wall of D will stop the Pegasus from killing the Tiger. It only loses 800. Those two tokens are not real monsters. They're just the Ojama King blocking spaces. Nope.
Ooh, that's big, so you will take 1,000 there.
No,
I believe it. Do they still count as monsters? Do they not?
They don't. They don't count monsters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's fake. Ignore that.
Yeah, I'm seeing things but not seeing things because they're not actually there. Okay.
Yeah, tokens aren't real, exactly, as clarified. Alright. So, whoa, that's not right. There we go. Fix the game state.
Even Claudie was fooled in the moment by himself.
Yes. Gonna accuse you of cheating. Oof. Everybody knows what happens when you get accused. You make the list. Lucas letting the breaker summon go, targeting the Raigeki, destroy the breaker. Now you can't summon Moth, so that's game 2. Or you can't cocoon even if they died, even if there was a parasite. There wasn't. The issue with the deck being 30 cards, even if you smoke screen into the Moth, you're not drawing parasite as often. So.
Yeah, I think the game would have been very different there if the Waking wasn't hit.
Yes.
Because that really did play that game in a different line, for sure.
Yeah. DD Warrior Lady, you see, he still opens the Plasma despite having no use for it now. Set to... Ah, yes.
Dude, all I'm seeing is level 8 bricks.
Yeah, exactly, yes. Moth is also level 8, that's funny. Is Moth 8 or 10?
Is it not 8? Yeah, I can count. Yeah, it's 8.
It's 8, yeah. The level 8 bricks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
So we see Warrior Lady for Warrior Lady trade.
Imagine if Speed got traded.
Flips up Tiger to summon. To activate. Flips up Conclave to summon Tiger. That makes sense now, because if you get Parasited, you can just bounce the Tiger back to your hand and send the Parasite to grave. No Parasite, though. Zoma and Phase, obviously. Definitely glad we don't see as much of that in ban list.
Yeah, the DD into a DD was pre-ban list, obviously, is very common occurrence to happen, banish both.
Yep.
Zoma coming out here.
And Book. Look at this. So many of these cards are on the list.
There is so many DDs in this game at the moment. This is 4 in not many draws.
Looks like Lucas got this, unless it's a top deck Parasite. There is not. Alright, Lucas has this one in the bag. That lady was only booked. That phase down is a Cosmic. Yeah, that doesn't do it.
Yeah, and that's a hand of I don't really have much.
Lucas blaming Jack, who was in Watchers. This is what happens when you don't top. That's right. For this reason, never top. Alright, move on to the next replay here. Let me grab it. Did I close the doc? I am so smart. I closed the doc where I had all the replay links. Alright, one sec. Alright, second replay is Tetra and Ursus. Alright. Obviously, everyone's rooting for Ursus here, right?
Rooting for, I'm gonna assume CAs? Let's see.
No! On
No.
Rat Blader.
Interesting.
And Tetra
Okay.
is on Mach because it's Tetra. I am rooting for Tetra. Boo! Are you just rooting for Tetra because you don't want to be labeled anti-Italian bias? Breaker will trade with Exploder Dragon here. Etol's Cyber off the top. Are we going to see a Cyber Blader? No, we can't because there's no discard fodder. I'm rooting against... Oof. Ah. Ursus, poor Ursus. You cheat one time and nobody likes you anymore. They're discussing some ruling. I'm sure they figured it out. I'm not going to read all that. Warrior Lady gets in for 1500. Ursus top decks the Rat. Chooses to set the Cyber because of the Warrior Lady would banish Rat. Zoma and End-Phase. Warrior Lady will attack the Cyber. Think for Ursus here. Could wall. Does wall. Parasite on Warrior Lady. Oof. Nightmare Wheel. Oh, but the dust!
Oh, the triple chain!
What is going on?
So many things are happening.
So
the moth will come down for 35, that is game.
Yeah, that's game. Man, what a turn. That's crazy. No way I'm reading that wall, Mike Steinman. Does Steinman actually not read? Surprising. By the way, in ban list, I'm surprised we didn't see any Spike Shield with Chain. With less Breaker, it's actually a good card now. Anyway. Not good card, potentially good card.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing those kind of set stall kind of decks, it's,
right.
It's definitely viable.
Yeah. No, that was when he was beefing with Free Squee. Oh god, Free Squee and Steinman? Can we just ban them both?
Oh,
yeah.
That's an interesting combo.
Yeah.
Well, we have double breaker on the field going down. A lot of traps have been removed here.
Yeah,
and wheel on the last.
Still a wheel. Yeah, this just doesn't look good. Like, this is.
And a third breaker from Tetra in 6 draws. This guy is cheating.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, Warrior Lady Spike Shield. Here we go. Are we gonna see it? No. Oh,
but it won't matter though because it's just wheel wins, right?
Wheel wins. Yes,
double wheel.
Oh.
And then also with the Parasite off the top.
But wait, Cyberblader has 5,000 attack points. Ursus, yes. Here we go. 5,000 attack. Why?
That is one big monster.
Tetra said why? Yes. Yeah, it's funny. With everyone on burn and no monster.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, that's true.
I love that from Ursus.
That was great. Brilliant. Yes. Yes, that was brilliant. Yeah, Spike Shield is pretty bad against stall. I'll give you that. Warrior Lady attacks into Exploder. The choice is just, do you want to banish it or do you want both monsters to be engraved? Banish makes sense. Alright. You gotta get that Zombino target out the grave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there it is.
There it is.
On cue.
100% the correct play. And you didn't even set Zombina just because there's no target. Yeah. Breaker is good. Ooh, Breaker's going to hit something again. Hits the Zoma.
Pretty good hit there from the breaker.
Wheel comes out. The book wheel interaction. Quick, someone go ask and judge rulings.
Did that get us? It gets asked so much.
It gets asked every day.
Yeah.
And as you know the amount of new people we've had come into the Discord since the list was revealed? You know it's gonna get asked again.
Oh, for sure.
Book, here it is again. Oh, but there's another wheel. Oh gosh, that's great. This is fun.
So here we see why Will has been hit to 2 on the list.
And should have been hit to 1. Right?
Yes.
Like, that's...
Most
you gotta
definitely.
hit it harder.
Like, there's no reason why Zoma and Will shouldn't be on the same echelon of the tier, I'd say.
I agree. Oh boy. Oh, look, hey, okay, just look at the field right now.
We are seeing just banned cards and more banned cards. For what's this flying?
We count 3 Zomas and 3 wheels. Ah, this is great gameplay.
And there is another Nightmare Will in hand, and drawing another Zoma.
Oh my god. When does it end? When does it end?
What riveting gameplay, I must say.
Truly.
And there's Tetra with the triple Nightmare Wheel. Well, there you know.
True Nightmare Wheel for game. Yes, Match of the Millennium was truly a phenomenal addition to Speed Duels. Thanks, Speed Duel. Original Speed Duel team, thanks, you did great. Alright, next replay is Kursav versus Croc. Copy the link, put that in there. Let's go.
Road Agent Yuki.
Yes, that is Croc on Discord. Now we get to see Cyber Angels. Here we go. Volcanic Rocket Search.
So this is interesting. I did not know there was another person in the top card running this.
Yes, there was. So it's Switcheroo Blaze, because that's not spell-proof, I promise. Alright, Cosmic Cyclone. Dice rolling to hit a random card, as it should be. Good. Hit the wall. Very nice. Reveal Ben's Head. Activate Ritual... grab Ritual Spell. Activate Ritual Spell. I was just ahead of myself. There we go. Double search. Recycle the spell. Grab Senju. The normal Senju. Grab a second E10 probably. Grab
this was a very good hand here from Kursav.
Oh
yeah,
go
through so much
look out. You get rid of the wheel.
It's just this is just an OTK.
It's just yep. And 35.
Yeah.
Easy. And now he's going first and he opens Jar. That's disgusting.
Yeah, this is where the side deck jars are going to come in.
Yep. That's fine. It's still.
Let's see how much Yuki decides to set. If he will set both and run into the jar, he does. Doesn't play around it.
Doesn't play around it at all. Kursav also gets to draw another card, which is huge. Well, no, that doesn't matter.
Not the best of draws, though. We haven't got a ritual here yet. However, he can search one, if I believe correctly.
He can search one, but without E10 and without Senju, it's not really that good right now. He might just set another jar and pass turn here, honestly. Going to grab the ritual spell. But, yep, there it is. Set the Cosmic, set the jar.
I completely expect Croden to not play around it again. I mean, if it was me, I'd set 2, but let's see how many he does set. He is, however, going to get the +1 draw here, which essentially reads.
Yeah, going to get the draw. Yeah. Oh, didn't put back the Blaze Accelerator. Put back one of the Floodgates. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't understand that play. Unless he's thinking that he might draw the Wildfire if he's running it in his deck. I'm not quite sure about that.
Chooses not to attack because playing around the jar, wants to activate the Mind Crush. This is a huge 50-50 right now. He hit it! Oh, he hit it! Dude, no way! He got it! Are you kidding?
Incredible.
No. That's insane, dude! No way! That ritual spell would have been completely taken out of the hand. Oh, man. Jar doesn't kill the Zoma here, but Izana will. Yep. The Senju draw will do it. Alright.
Yeah, and even if the board at the end is just Izana, he can just hit it into the volcanic here and then hit off another monster. So essentially, moving the DD by using it, but you're going to be left with a superior board at that point.
Izana will send Zoma, it'll power up, it'll kill the rocket, it'll run over the warrior
and then it will
lady.
go straight into the DD, and you're left with, well, enough per game.
Yeah, you're left with E to 10 and 26 per game. Dang, yeah, that's... Oh, the 50.
I mean, it was a good attempt there by Crow Jaden, but I do think he made a few questionable moves with the choices. Yeah.
I mean, the 50-50 hitting the Mind Crush was also just huge.
Oh, it was huge. It was absolutely huge.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Next, we have another JDG match: Justice versus Adox. Let's go. I do believe Adox is on Moth. Yes, Justice is on Dragoon Burn. Let's see how this goes.
The Dragoon!
Indeed. It's a Dragoon versus it's a Cocoon. Cosmic Cyclone on the open. Then do you normal summon Breaker at 19? Yeah, you do. Now you're gonna get over that Warrior Lady, force to banish. It's not bad. Breaker coming down from Justice, gonna try to hit something. It's a book, got it. Oh, they're both books. Okay. Ooh, Parasite, flipping it face down actually lost you the Parasite target. That's funny.
We are gonna see another Breaker here for sure.
Ooh, that's gonna actually hit the Zoma. That's
yeah, and it's gonna be able to hit straight over the.
All right, can Justice top deck dog?
Justice is gonna need no, but that might be able to stall things out for a while.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you just wheel. Okay.
Well, he can go into one fusion.
He can, but that's not good. That doesn't win you the game. Oh no!
And Adox draws another Breaker, which will kill the.
That's the third Breaker again in 8 cards.
Yeah, in 8 cards. There's a reason why this card was hit on the ban list, everybody.
Yeah, there's a reason. 3,200 to the dome. Oh, he drew Dogma!
Oh, and there's the draw.
No way! It's
however,
but it's too late.
It is too late because the Adox does have the Parasite in hand here.
Yeah. All right.
And that will be game.
Oof.
You know, Parasite doing Parasite things.
Yeah. This is why Parasite is on
hopefully for not much longer. But.
Oh, look at that. Sighting and Waking the Dragon here. It should be fun.
That's huge as well. With how much Breaker action was in the first game. We'll see if that comes into...
Right. If you're Justice, do you just go for it here? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't.
Yep. Makes sense to me. I remember
setting everything. He's literally going all in here.
Yeah. No, I remember when it was Moth and Conflict were the top 2 decks, I would play Conflict, and what I realized was the way to beat Moth is to try to kill them before they can kill you, right? Or one of the ways to beat them. So, like, sometimes pushing and putting pressure on is actually 100% correct. Yep,
yeah, no doubt. Because it might take them a while as Moth players to get the resources they need to really get an edge in the game.
Right.
And look at it, he's just... I mean, Adox here is bricking. He's doing what I do pretty much every game. Double Moth in hand. Let's see what happens with the Breaker. Where is it going to hit? Please.
Oh my god, dice roll. No way!
No! It hit it! There you go!
Yes, he missed! Dragoon! Double Dragoon!
You love to see it. You love to see it.
Oh, Adox was so depressed he just committed suicide. Sad. Ladies and gentlemen, the suicide hotline number is available for you to call at any time. Oh my god. Please do not actually kill yourself. Alright.
So here's the Breaker into the Breaker. Very, very common in the last WAB.
Yes.
Display and interaction.
Defusion face down. That's
sorry, the DD into the DD rather.
Yeah.
Here we go, double banish. 100 life points, not really anything.
End phase Zoma makes sense. I assume we'll see a Breaker here. Okay.
Yeah, I think Justice is doing the same again. He's just going to go all in.
Yep.
And why not? You're pushing a hell of a lot of damage.
You are.
It's literally one wheel range.
Yep. And there's a Parasite, but it might be too late because their floodgate is set.
Another Parasite is not a good draw for Adox here either.
No, it's not. It's terrible. Yep. There's a floodgate for the Moth. Zoma will get over the breaker.
Of course, you can do that now with the change to the skill interaction.
Right. Oh man, the
defusion is again. It's not that relevant right now.
It's actually a brick. Two of them.
Yeah.
Just speaking of bricks, there's the one.
So Justice is going to pull out the Zoma here, and obviously Adox will not crash in.
Oh, Adox will first draw a card. No, Adox can banish Zoma here, but chooses not to. Okay. Or Justice chooses not to even activate it.
Look is an interesting draw. Justice is definitely on the lower resource here, but it's by no means over. So
takes the second hit as well. Okay.
That's another Zoma. That could be big.
Yeah.
Look at all these Parasites and Moths. He's just drawing everything.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious. Like, but the back row is full if you're Adox, so you can't even activate the Parasite. Okay.
Well,
oh, the Nobleman!
That's a big draw. However, what? He cannot activate it.
Cannot activate it. That's absurd. Oh, and there's the wheel.
Well, that's a draw.
It was only a matter of time. Wheel that face down Moth for game. Easy. Ah, that's great. Misplaced set to defusion. Yes.
But why would you set 2 defusion?
You would
I don't understand this.
Yeah, you should never set 2 defusion. That's.
He's never going to get them out 2 in 1 turn unless you break her Waking.
Yeah, Waking. Yeah, that's never going to happen. That's 100% correct. And if you break her Awakening, you can just activate the defusion in your hand. So, 100% agree that was incorrect here. Let's go to the next replay here without wasting time. We got Fallen Hawkeye versus Cool Guy. Alright, I can actually close regular Doom Book. I don't need that. Alright. We've got Unions from Fallen Hawkeye and Moth again from Cool Guy, aka Great Justice. YZ makes sense. Sets the Cosmic. Parasite on the White Dragon Head, but he has the counter. Here it is. Banish that. Nice. Warrior Lady into 2 sets in the back row.
So Moth against Unions.
Yeah, 600.
So usually this is a good, of course, a better matchup for Moth is favored. Interestingly, Great Justice with the main Mind Crush as something that I point out here.
Yeah,
that's not seen too often.
It's also like it's favored, yes, against Unions, but like not a lot. Like it's 64.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if you're the Union player, you definitely have a chance if you draw the right hand. Breaker is good here. Going to go ahead and target
a scramble, which will get a Y head back. Because why wouldn't you activate it?
No,
but he's not choosing not to.
Because you have to get over that 1600 defense of Y.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
End phase, scramble, hanger, grab another Z. Now with X in hand, you do have access to all 3. Yep, there it is. Didn't set the Mind Crush, interestingly.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at that right now, and I'm thinking, is there any reason not to set the Mind Crush? I don't think there is.
Yeah. Well, because he had another one. That makes sense. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yo, XYZ Dragon Cannon was actually summoned without skill. I want to point that out.
But I mean, if he set the second Mind Crush, he might have then committed to killing the other back row on the same turn.
That's right.
And with the 2800 already on the field, that +1 is not really doing you much.
Nope. It's not. If you set the other Mind Crush, you may actually have made him use the Scramble Graveyard effect and been actually able to Mind Crush that card out of his hand.
Justice then, unfortunately, drawing the Moth straight off the top, which is not going to do it, and that is a scoop.
Yeah, that's a scoop regardless.
It was pretty much draw a Parasite and Prey, or go on to the next.
Actually summoning the Z Metal Tank rather than setting it to bait something out like this Breaker. I feel like didn't even mind Parasite there because had the Cosmic Cyclone, right? So
yeah, Cyclone is a huge draw as well here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no card you want to see more against Moth than Cyclone, really. Yeah. But he's got two of them set as well. One of them being used on the Zoma.
Yeah. This is actually silly. It's like Z beatdown.
I don't think I've ever seen Z hit so much in a game so far.
Me either. Seems good. He's drawing Scramble. No Hanger, no X, no Y. There's a Parasite.
And
Cosmic.
There you go.
That might be the end of it, right? Like, I don't think they... Oh, there's Book of Moon, but not on 2 monsters.
Yeah, he could have floodgated the Zoma and booked the Z, no?
Oh, he didn't floodgate the Zoma, you're right. That's a misplay.
That is a misplay, because he could have survived one more turn, but I mean, you could have drawn Parasite, but I think that is a misplay, though.
Let's see if he draws a card. Like people sometimes do after draw your next card.
And he had an additional floodgate, so why would he not just...
I didn't draw a card. Okay, this misplay, not to floodgate. Obviously, I think we both agree we should have floodgated there.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, well, the next match is actually your match. It's Blaze and Slash Revolvers. Let's go to that one.
It was so long ago, I don't even remember the match, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you were on Volcanic Burn, and I don't remember what Slash was on.
Yes. JDG, the Burn Masters.
Yeah, well, I mean, except Cursive, he's on Cyber Angels.
So, here's me every single game hard drawing Blade Accelerator, as you do.
Ah, yes, of course. Spellproof? Oh, Spellproof. Okay, that's cool. Okay.
I decided not to summon the Rocket here because obviously I didn't want to get punished by Cyber Dragon on turn 1.
Yeah, makes sense. Instead, you just get a set 2 set pass. No Zoma and End Phase? Did you mean to do that, or?
Yeah, I didn't want to commit it because if Jinzo hits the board on us, I think it was the correct play. Looking back at it, I don't think I'd change. I didn't want to hit an early Jinzo and Zoma B just killing my zones. Also, I knew that I had a lot of traps here, so
yeah,
I didn't attack here.
Taking this very slow against a beatdown deck, you would think there'd be more. He tributed the Koichi for...
I decided not to attack there simply because I drew the Lava Golem. And I want him to commit monsters.
That's right. That
makes sense. Yeah.
Wall of D on the Cyber Dragon, knocking it down to 1300, taking 600 next turn. Now you can just attack for game, right?
Yeah.
We're deciding which one to set, I guess. Yeah.
I knew that if I was to walk it, I didn't want to set 3, obviously, because Book there is randomness, spellproof, and it would have hurt me, so...
Yes. Well, you look like you're in control of the game, but there's a pretty good hand on the other side there. Cyber Dragon into Colossolus. No, just set... Okay. He's playing around the second wall. That actually makes sense.
There was a lot of thinking here for me, because I'm thinking whether I want to take this, do a wall, or just take the damage and summon the Lava Golem. But I decided that there's no reason for me not to, right, because I did the maths, and yeah, it was a lot of calculating.
No, it makes sense to do the wall in the end. But I do see where you're coming from with the Lava Golem, because that just wins, that just potentially wins the game, right? So
it could have potentially won the spot, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what his backwards were at this point.
Yeah. But you're looking pretty good here, too, as you can just kind of ram through everything.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this, the only play that really punishes that is Wall, but I didn't expect to see it in Spellproof.
No, I
not
wouldn't.
In the main. No, not in... Yeah.
The Bandit Keith Mirror match looks so fun.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about playing the Switcheroo deck, is that most people assume that you're on spellproof, of course.
Yep. You didn't set Warrior Lady or Wall. Oh, Midoriya.
Again, I didn't want to get punished by the
Cyber Dragon? Yeah, that makes sense actually, play around that.
And I figure if I can get 2 monsters on the field, Midoriya will be better at a later stage.
Yeah, definitely. Midoriya is better for like when you have to kill the Jinzo, which is about to be right
now. So this is why I saved it and set the DD Warrior Lady first. Because I knew that if the Jinzo got to the field, I'd need that Midoriya. I had a choice here on this turn.
Wait a minute. Now
I decided to set the Midoriya because I have 3 back row, and I want to get rid of that Jinzo before I ensure not being able to use any of the traps. And it worked out great.
Yeah, it did. Now you have Zoma to
I do, and it is a lethal play coming here. The classic summon the.
Yep, summon the Zoma, give them Lava Golem.
Summon the Zoma, give the Lava Golem, and just crash. Well, you know.
Yep, speed duels, everybody. Woo!
No, but I saved myself by 2 walls there from 2300 hitting me directly.
You did, yeah.
Showing the second zone, but not needing it. Yeah.
Yep. Alright. Good stuff. Blaze, Burn, moving on. The last match, top 16, is Chinstrap versus Maverick. Okay, we got Odeon against Ma.
Yeah, so I played the winner of this match, of course. I'm not going to give any spoilers on stream, but this is an interesting watch for me.
There's a Book of Moon. No trap monster to open, which is interesting, because you don't get to use your skill yet. There it is. There's one. Floodgate on Breaker, yeah. Seen that before. Swap Mirror comes out, you get to draw a card at end of main phase 1. You get to draw another card for your draw phase.
I'm actually just thinking, Odeon might start to see some more play in banlist. I mean, you know, it's one of those interesting decks that could do well, especially with Jinzo going to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure it could. Rhoda face down instead of activating it, because you want less cards in your hand. That makes sense.
Yeah, and it's also that bluff moment, isn't it, where you're trying to say to your opponent, I have options here.
Oh yeah, Odeon with 1 Zoma, that's also a good point. That
yeah, it only has 1 Zoma, but it doesn't mean that it's not playable.
I mean, you have to play very bad cards at that point, right?
Yeah, I guess.
In
my opinion, Swamp Mirror is not a bad card. And there's always embodiment of Apophis as well.
That's
which we might see in this duel. I mean, we might see it, you know, and it topped in the web.
It's a bad. Parasite on Breaker here for Mon. Oh, the double Floodgate. Actually, floodgating 2 monsters. Do you Lava Golem? Oh yeah, yep. Okay.
Oh, but this is but Maverick has the Jinzo in hand here.
Oh,
but
right.
Is it going to be too late?
It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. It's over.
You hate to see it.
Maverick got sacked hard, indeed.
Again, this is just another. Why was Zoma ever printed for this game?
I don't know. I don't know. Why was? Yeah, just I don't know. I'm not. And didn't draw the Book of Moon. That's it. Yep. That's the end of that. Good job. Woohoo. Is that our second straight? That's our second straight match. We saw Zoma and Lava Golem. That's great. I love it. All right. That I lied. There's actually one more top 16 match. It's Renzo and Paulo. Because I have these in the order they were played. I think.
So the Spanish playoff and
Spanish playoff. Yes.
Is this like some kind of Paulo special against Moth? Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, this is interesting though. I mean, Paulo always brings the spice. He's always that duelist that brings a little something different, you know?
Yeah, Paulo's first top, and it happened when there was top 16. Got 16th place in Swiss. So, brought the spice and got it in there. Is it spicy enough?
I don't know. With this hand, it's not looking so hot right now.
No, it's not.
Double Jinzo.
No, not at all. But you do take some damage to get some shell. You can summon. Oh,
I will say, I'm happy to say, Paolo was one of my only losses in Swiss, and he.
Ah, nice.
He's playing an interesting deck, but he's not seen the best hand here, for sure. You kind of need to see
got the Blaze Accelerator though. That's something.
Yeah, that is something.
Nope, dust.
Yeah, Scarface not even allowing the play to affect, to do damage to his DD on the field.
Ooh, but
That's a good hit. That's a good hit though. However, he will get the shuffle back, so it's not the end of the world, I'd say. And there isn't a face-up for the Parasite to be used on currently anyway. We'll probably see the shuffle back here, I'd imagine, yeah.
Yeah, Paulo used to top a lot when Paulo would constantly play Moth, but the weekend stopped playing Moth for this reason, never top. As the meme goes. And 100 life points. All you can do is summon Rocket. That's not good enough. We know it. They're talking in Spanish. I know what tech means because that means tech.
I'm not even going to translate the 2 lines above.
Yeah, don't.
No, I know what they mean, and I'm not going to say it.
Okay, good, don't. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. Blaze Accelerator. See, they're not talking about you.
I was like, is this in the past? What the hell is going on here? Okay, so this is a better hand from Paolo, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. No Parasite target, that's good. 2 Parasites, no target. Book Zoma to dodge the Parasite, makes sense.
Hard draw Moth, you hate to see it.
Yep, surely.
But it could actually, with Breaker drawn, interestingly, he didn't decide to chain Parasite to manually summon the Moth there.
Because you wouldn't have a second Parasite.
You don't want to run into the DD, and I get that.
Right. Just chilling here. Forcing Paolo to be the aggressive one, which then allows you to actually potentially do Cocoon, but nope, never mind.
Yep, and Parasite was never equipped there, so no special summon from
That is how equip mechanics work, for those of you NA judges.
Yeah, you do not get the Parasite back to the hand. What is that?
That's crazy. Yeah,
I mean, it still blows my mind, dude.
Alright, well, we're going game 3. Paolo got a game. Achievement unlocked.
For anybody who's confused watching, NA extravaganzas do a few different rules to what we do in Speed Duel.
Well, they do a few, let's just call them what they are, wrong rules.
Questionable decisions were made,
Yeah. Alright, Breaker will hit a Zoma here. Then bonk into a Warrior Lady.
I expect Paolo not to banish here, of course. I mean, why would you?
No.
Looking at Paolo's hand, he has 1 Volcanic Shell, but not a Blaze Accelerator to match.
Wait, what?
He's going to decide to set it, interestingly.
Didn't banish, but then banished? Oh, for 100 days. Oh, that makes... Okay, no.
Yeah, because he's getting it. Now he gets the token.
Yeah.
But I still don't know about that play.
Yeah, I don't.
Paolo does have the option here to tribute for Jinzo, and it will send the shell to the graveyard, which then you can obviously add more shells with, giving him another token on his skill.
Yep, and then he can discard a card from hand. What's really bad here is if you hit the Moth... Oh, you didn't. Okay. That's good. Except for the part where you get...
Yeah, denying the shuffle back for sure.
No Parasite off the top.
Not going to do much.
Yep, another shell. Look at Moon, stall.
Do we get a monster draw here in the end phase?
Oh,
we get the Parasite.
But Parasite
there is no
after
target
you
still.
flip down
So
Jinzo.
he is going to have to pass, yeah.
Oh, wait, double Jinzo?
Oh, double Jinzo, question mark?
Yes. Yes. Attack.
Double Jinzo, go!
Oh, but there's Parasite plus book. Oh.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting.
Ah, that feels horrible. And then you get to draw a card. Yeah, this deck is fair.
And then you come back and, you know.
Like, Paulo played that so well, he just lost to
he did,
a better deck. So, there's nothing you can do about that. Oh, Blaze Accelerator works here, though. Hey, look at that. But, there's another Parasite, because of course there is. No, there's a counter to it. Wait, Paulo actually has a chance.
There's more life in this duel, yeah. However, that rocket will be destroyed by DD, and DD is obviously going to then target the Jinzo on a future turn. Renzo's still at 4k here.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. And I think Paulo's out of shells. Yeah, so Blaze Accelerator is just dead.
And Zoma might start doing the beatdown and Zoma things. Book's probably a good draw here for Renzo.
Rocket is not great.
Rocket doesn't help. He's going to have to set it if he wants to live.
What
would
be like?
What is the face down actually next to Blaze Excel here?
That is Book of Moon.
Okay.
But there's also a Book of Moon for Renzo.
Now we get a back and forth in Spanish.
Yes,
CC.
Of course.
Absolutely no idea what they're saying, but
sets the rocket. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, we predicted that.
Yeah.
Summoning a Zoma is interesting. However, he's got the combo from hand again, Renzo here.
Oh, yeah, that's game. That's game. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And here comes the 3500.
Yay! Ignoring summoning conditions is fun. Alright. Now that is the actual end of the top 16. And we're going to top 8. Starting with Justice and Tetra. You will see a lot of JDG for the rest of this tournament. And that
Definitely
is not
rigged. We would never rig pairings. We do not do that here in GG.
We do not do that. Never. Alright. So we know it's Dragoon Burn and Moth. Breaker, do we have...
Well, Frost is drawing the 2 outs here to any Breaker summons. So that's,
that's really good.
Not a bad
Zoma
start.
is also always good. Yeah. Tetra saying no to the bench.
Yeah.
Breaker, book, good. Breaker will kill Breaker here. Does Tetra Parasite here, or do you wait?
He might decide to manually summon and then reshuffle back the next turn.
Yep, that's what's happening. Does Justice let his attack go through? Does not. All right. That's you can kind of make that read, right? When opponent makes this play,
Yeah.
you can make the read.
Because you're never going to want to banish the DD for a Breaker. I mean, yeah, there's just better targets. It's not a Tetra. 3. Okay, look, what is it with Tetra drawing 3 obs in 7 or 6 cards this WAB finals?
Yeah, it was 3 Breaker, now it's 3 Warrior.
It was 3 breaks and now it's 3 Warrior Ladies.
But Floodgate's the third one. Okay, banishes that, gets some off from hand. And has the Zoma.
Running, yeah.
Zoma wins, woo!
No, Justice only plays when he's hot. Why would you do this to yourself?
There's
time zones in speed. Oh, Waking the Dragon slided in.
Does he actually just set Waking Pass? No, he's setting all 3. No. This is Tetra. There's going to be a Breaker. You just set break. Oh wait, did he hit it? Oh my God, he hit it.
Oh, okay. Look at Tetra's reaction. You love to see.
Look at Tetra's response. That's everything. That's everything you need to know. Joker. Negate. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Why are you letting that go? Oh, he can't actually Cocoon this turn because he summoned Breaker. Right. Okay, that's fine. Book
Yeah,
on.
but still, it's equipped for a future turn.
That's right. Yeah. I still I don't know if that was correct.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Justice is thinking about Fusion Party here. Yep, gonna do it. I think you have to go for game. That's what's happening. He forgot to flip Zoma in end phase 2. I want to point that out.
Yeah, he already mentioned that he was tired. I wonder if that's affected this decision making in this game.
Yeah, I would have to think. Anyway, Joker will go for 2200. And Dangerous will try to win the game, but there's going to be a Zoma, which if Justice had his own Zoma, could have won the game right here.
Yeah.
So, oh, but had the floodgate, so there you go. Got it anyway. All right, well, Justice
the misplays didn't matter.
They didn't matter. It's too good.
And down goes a Tetra and another Moth deck. You love to see it.
The 33% waking instead of the 100% still like gets me to this. It's just, that's amazing. I can't believe that actually worked out in his favor. All right, well, we got Renzo versus Fallen Hawkeye. Let's do this.
It's so strange, but not strange when I'm here, like, you know, wishing the Moth player to not win. Considering I played Moth for so long, it's, I don't know. But like, even I got tired of it. Yeah.
Like, look, every
Moth
game
has had its. It really has.
Every game needs to evolve to have new things. There's no way Chetra would have popped one back row. You don't think so? Chetra is better than that? Surely. Anyway, here's a classic Anger Scramble opening from Unions. Classic DD Warrior Lady from Lorenzo. Chooses not to attack. Interesting. Cosmic Cyclone hitting a Zoma. That feels good. Summon a White Dragon Head. Hanger again. Wall of D on the YZ Tank Dragon and the White Dragon Head, making them both pretty small. It's 1,000. Yep, almost got it right. Scrambling again to get more Ys and more Zs. Did we just activate Hanger 3 times? That's crazy. Alright. Nice, here we go. We're going to hard contact fusion. Or XYZ Dragon Cannon. Book on summon. Makes sense. And now we summon the YZ and pass. Dust on the back row, got the Zoma.
Right, where are we? Yeah, so taking 1300, sorry, is it 26? Yeah, 1100 there, but he's going to banish. That's a big banish from Renzo. So Renzo down to a Mammy the Bug set and a Zoma. Yeah, it's basically just...
It's down to the Zoma. There's a book for it. Yep. Okay.
It's interesting then. Renzo went into a game 1 loss here.
Yeah. Oh, opening Defusion is huge. And you're going second. So you get to summon Breaker and force a use of the back row. Then you get to set double Zoma.
Yeah, Renzo siding in the Defusion here as well, which could come into effect in this game.
Oh yeah, it will. It might right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ooh, okay, maybe he's playing around Floodgate here, trying to like use his resources a bit more wide.
Yeah, didn't choose to Cosmic one of the back row before Fusion summoning. Oh, Renzo lagged and refreshed. Okay. All right, X-Head Cannon will attack for 1800. That goes through. Double Zoma. We don't see double Zoma. What is going on here?
Okay, I mean Defusion there. It's interesting the The resource game is definitely in Renzo's favor right here.
Cosmic Cyclone gonna hit a Zoma, dodge Breaker. Gonna hanger here on the second Y.
We are going to see all 3 materials on the field. What does he decide to do with it, though?
He's playing around
Just
wall now.
Yeah, but that's interesting to me because not a lot of Moth decks run wall. Not a lot of Moth decks run wall, so I don't know about that play.
I don't. Yeah, I mean there are a couple that do though.
Yeah,
it's not completely
rare
though. But no, Moth. Zoma will take the X. Moth will take the YZ. Could actually.
This definitely looks like a losing battle here, and that will be game 4.
I know he has XYZ.
He does, but
nothing in hand anymore. So
he no longer has any materials to go with it, though, and the Moth's just sitting there on the field at 35.
Yeah, no way to get cards in hand. That's not great.
No.
What needed there?
Hadn't drawn a. He needed a scramble or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He needed a scramble. That's what it was.
So, going to game 3?
Yes, we are.
You hate to see it, but you don't hate to see it. The Moth hard draw in the first turn.
Yes. Moth, but Diffusion also again. And no scramble.
However, we've got we have two Cyclones face down from short here, so...
We do, but, getting rid of the Metal Tank instead of one of the Cyclones, alright?
Yeah, I get that play to get the materials off the field, because now he's setting the defusions and knows that he's got the field advantage. We will see one of the Cyclones used on Cosmic.
Yep.
On Zoma.
Yeah,
the third Cosmic just drawn, by the way.
Yeah, that's great.
And set.
I mean, you gotta feel good if you're Hawkeye right now, because you're like, if he draws Parasite, I'm ready for it, right? Ooh, the Cosmic on the Defusion, which is...
So this is what I was trying to get to on Short's first turn. After Renzo set all 3, was it not a play to maybe just blind hit those off the board? But I guess you're trying to save it for Parasite later in the game.
You are trying to save it for Parasite, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that has to be the thinking.
Scramble drawn.
Another Defusion. Go and take care of that. There is another scramble in the back. Surely Tetra can be trusted.
Trust Tetra?
Trust Tetra, they said. It'll be fine, they said. I think we see the Parasite now, but there is a third Cosmic.
There is the third Cosmic.
But the book!
Book does come into play.
Flip it face down first, which sends that Parasite to Graveyard, which summons a monster hand.
And that is the game.
Oof.
Right, Renzo is going on.
Alright. Renzo is moving forth. Let's go. We have Cursive against Clown. Let's do it. Crystal Beast against Cyber Angels GX decks. This is what GX should be.
So Lucas with the Crystal Beasts against Kursov with the CAs here. It'd be an interesting watch this one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because Lucas might have the traps to stop the big plays, but obviously we know Jar. Jar is something that Ursus has put everyone on.
Jar is a massive card when you're gonna Curse getting that in the second and third game. I was gonna say I mentioned earlier the Izana, and the nice thing about Crystal Beast is you can just get rid of one of your monsters in the Spell and Trap Custodian, so it's not as effective against CB.
Right. Yeah. Alright, well, Cursive going full combo here.
Yeah, it looks like he's committing.
Hasn't Cosmic Cyclone yet, so maybe not committing all the way. Oh, no. Nope. Committing all the way. All right. Oh, I know why it didn't Cosmic yet. Because if there's a Conclave, you want to chain your Cosmic to the Conclave.
Right, yeah. That pretty much... Yeah, I think that's definitely correct, for sure.
Yeah, there it is. And
we are going to see...
Here comes a Cosmic Cyclone. They're checking whether it can be done in damage step. It can't. Okay. I don't think it can be done in damage step. I'm gonna be honest with you. Choosing not to Cosmic? That's... I don't know how I feel about that.
This is where I say, is Lucas trying to cheat and fish for rulings that Delicates has posted? Yep,
Yeah,
in the top cut of Wabi still.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter that much, honestly.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
no,
actually, no. If you
yeah.
can use Conclave in damage step, then you can't chain Cosmic to it. That actually matters a lot. Wait, can you use Conclave in damage step? What? Someone confirm. If someone in chat knows, I don't.
But what?
So.
I don't see how it doesn't change any stats of monsters on the field.
Right. Ah, battle step before the monster flips face up. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, so Lucas taking game 1 there off what is a very questionable ruling. Conclave float. Wait, can you flip it up in damage step? I guess you can. Oh, because it's a float effect. Okay. Okay.
I guess I'd know these things if Crystal Beast was ever a meta back in the day.
Yeah. Alright. Makes sense.
So we're going to see a Zoma swing into the DD here. Is it going to go through? Kursoff is thinking.
Yeah, no, it does go through. Now will Cosmic and end phase.
Choosing to blind Cyclone in the end phase. That's a good hit.
Yeah, it's not a bad hit. But do you... You can't even commit all the way here. You're missing a piece. But, gonna go ahead. Commit as much as possible.
You are missing a piece. However, the hit onto... I mean, he's getting the resource replenishing here anyway, and he's going to remove both, even if it is a DD. He decides not to do the second attack, though, which is interesting.
Well, no, because I think... no, because it didn't send it to the graveyard, so you can't do a second attack.
Oh, CB plays around that. That's nice.
Yeah, CB does play around that. That's actually... another reason Crystal Beast is going to be good in limited lists. Aha. Floodgate Trap Hole on the Warrior Lady Summon. Izana will now go ahead and attack into the DD. A Conclave top deck is really good, but do you Cosmic it right now? Cursive, don't wait.
Well, that's a big draw, by the way.
Absorbing Jar, yeah. Yeah. Absorbing Jar is also good. But not going to use it, but still not activating Cosmic Cyclone here. Now, chaining it to Senju. Okay, sure, yeah. And now you just activate your skill. There it is. And that is engaged. Alright, game 3. Absorbing Jar turn 1, that's really good. The more Lucas sets, the more trouble he's in. Setting 2, not attacking. In order to keep the Raigeki alive, but if you Cursive, you just flip summon right now, right? Yep. Yeah, no Mind Crush. Senju will search, and now you have full combo.
Yeah, this is just an OTK turn, and we've got no Sphere in hand, so it's GG.
Yep. All 3 ritual spells.
The Absorbing Jar is helpful here as well with the full combo, because you're just using it as another level 2 plus the 6 to get the 8 out.
Yep.
And there we go.
There you go.
Lucas knows that, it's instant concede. Yeah.
Yeah, Cyber Angels is pretty good. Alright, Lucas did manage to take a game which shows that it's not like Crystal Beast isn't all terrible, but Cyber Angels is definitely the better deck. Alright, let's move on.
Oh, definitely given Lucas some respect there for getting to this point with Crystal Beast pre-analyst in the WAB though. That's impressive.
Alright, so you got Chin Strap now.
Yeah, so this one wasn't too long ago. Within the last week for sure.
Yep.
So this is what I was talking about earlier when we were seeing, when I mentioned the embodiment of Apotheosis as the extra summonal monsters in Odeon, which I did see from Chim in this game. I drew nice here though. I got the opener, so it's a +1 draw going first, having 5 cards, then shuffling to get the rocket back, so I can get another +1 next turn, which was lucky.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It was pretty good RNG there.
Yeah, I can't believe Chin Strap is actually playing embodiment. I would rather play Meta Reflect Slam at 1, honestly. Alright. Floodgate on the rocket, but it still gives you your draw.
Still gives me the draw, yeah.
And Lava Golem's not bad. Because that's a deck that likes to summon a lot of monsters. So... Dusting Reveal actually sets the trap. That's good. And now gets a normal summon Gaia.
I think he played this as a 1. Again, I've not seen lists. I don't know, but I assume that he has it as a 1-off, and he did get the summon off. Yeah. And I mean, I can see it in this deck. It's definitely not terrible for sure. And I had to consider things here.
Heal for 5. You're just going to go attack here? No. Okay.
I was baiting out another floodgate there. I wanted to see what he had, or if he would summon a. So basically, what happened is he wasn't really declaring when he was summoning them as easy.
That's right. Yeah,
so we went back to the end of the main phase, and then I wanted to attack with the DD. So, yeah.
Oh, that's right. No, the skill lets him set. That makes sense.
Yeah, but it has to be in the main phase, and at which point I'd already ended turn. So we went back.
Alright, rocket attacks embodiment, makes sense. Set pass. Taking 500, and now you gotta think whether or not you want a lava. Yep.
Which I did. I think this is where I just go full defense mode and just let the game play out.
Yep. There's spell thing. Yeah, you should really be declaring end of main phase.
Yeah, I just basically would have liked a bit more in the chat instead of like just a token here or there. It wasn't the most I guess representable way of the skill from reflection visually anyway.
Honestly, instead of just clicking end turn, you should also be going to end phase too, right? So there's
yeah.
Especially if you're playing a deck where that's relevant. So Lava Golem burn, and then Lava Golem will attack over the rocket. Wait, why wouldn't you have Lava Golem attack DD? That was...
I did consider this, and I was very confused when he did it.
That seems like a...
I can't remember what my face down is. If you hover over the... What is the face down that I have at this point, if you remind me? So it's Soma, okay. But yeah, I think it definitely was a misplay, and I'm not sure why he did that. Only Chinchap knows.
Yeah, only Chinchap... yeah. That's...
I wasn't complaining in the moment. No.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just strange. I don't know. I wouldn't expect that play. Alright. Double Zoma? Yeah. You
moving the wrong trap and then moving it back. So I started asking him in chat if anything in main phase, just because he wasn't typing it himself. So I pondered the questions each time.
Yeah. Dust Tornado on Soma, seems fine. Rocket Floodgated. Going to still get the draw. Dust and new set. Sure.
Yeah, so the Odeon deck does do this a lot, where it will bring out a trap monster and just get a lot of draws off. So it is very good at replenishing its cards.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, because the trap monsters aren't good, other than Zoma, you are forced to play bad cards like Embodiment.
Yeah, like Embodiment of Apotheosis.
Yeah. So Swamp Mirror is honestly not that good of a card either, right? Like 1800 vanilla isn't that great. so...
It isn't, but you can use it as a special summon, so it does have its...
yeah, it's something, but
compared
still
to... yeah.
not good. There's the wheel counter book. Stays in field, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so this was me having a bit of a brain fart moment.
Yeah, this happens. Nobody knows how wheel and book work. Nobody's figured that one out yet. Oh,
oh, no. you love to see it when you shuffle back the Blaze Accelerator and draw the Blaze Accelerator.
That's
Only
great.
Blaze could do that.
Only
yeah,
Blaze.
there you go.
No, trust me, it happens to everyone. Bet you've seen Curse of Replays where that happens as well, so it's not just you.
Oh, you guys are in for a treat in the top 4. Sure. Yeah, so this is me mimicking Tetra in a way from earlier. Multiple wheels.
Now you lava.
Spoiler, I did not side in Wildfire for this game, so that is a completely dead Blaze Accelerator in my hand.
Alright, main phase. What are you gonna do? Okay, alright. Midoriya, good. You get to target the Zoma. And you can lava golem whenever. Well,
yeah, so I'm basically my line here is I'm trying to get him down as much as I can while, you know, calculating whether I can survive his hits or not. To the point where lava golem would be, you know, more effective as the drop on the turn for the following turn lethal.
right. No, that makes sense. I agree with that. Oh, big wall. That's
huge wall. Huge wall. And then Chinstrap Rage Quit, so there we go. GG's moving on.
Yeah, bye Chinstrap. Thanks for playing with your rogue deck. Alright.
Although I do have to give him a little bit of credit for getting to the top 8 with that. That's something.
Yeah.
You know, you don't usually see that out of Odian decks.
Alright, here we go. It's the JDG top 4 with Renzo. So first we'll watch Renzo and Justice. And we'll save what could be the best match for last.
Right, so Renzo drawing Double Breaker off the top. Pretty good draw against Justice Tech, I'm not going to lie here.
Yep.
We will see the book
again.
on the breaker denying the back.
I just want to do it again. We did this for traps. I want to do this for monster now. You see 2 warrior ladies and 2 breakers. This is why these cards are on the list. Alright?
Yeah.
And then Nightmare Wheels in the back. This is an entire list. Book of Moon in the graveyard. Breaker. Every card is on the list.
One guess on what comes down here. It is going to be another breaker, is my guess, but I could be wrong. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my god. Everything is on the list so far. It's a limit festival.
We see a lot of wheels, a lot of Zomas, a lot of DDs, and a lot of breakers.
Yep.
Aha! One card that's not on the list.
Finally. That maybe should be, but it's fine.
Yeah, that definitely could have been on there. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And another BAM card, or limited, or... I don't even know how to say it.
He drew Dogma! This is terrible!
No.
Oh no, it got dusted.
And of course, Renzo here decides not to Parasite
Oh!
Monster because it would only put Justice to 200 life.
But it's too
so
late!
he decides to keep it. It is too late because we see Renzo's hand and he has double Parasite.
It's too late, you fool!
It's a Dragoon! And I'm dead.
Oh, it's a cocoon! Necro Garden win. Breaker will take care of this warrior lady, which is good. See, Renzo not making the mistake of setting the defusion too early. That's good.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to expect that maybe there might be a break or something coming that could hit
That's
it
right.
prematurely.
Yep. Oh, wow, he got it. Actually, not too late.
We're gonna see a lot of aggro here. I do expect Justice to go in with this. Yep.
Yeah, me too. Yep. We're gonna just attack because you don't expect Moth to be on wall, so we'll just go in. This is where you stop your attack.
I think the play from Renzo is to remove a breaker with the parasite. Summon out. He's defusioning that,
Wait,
so he's going to.
1 sec. I feel like Renzo could have won here.
Yeah, I see the line as well.
Right?
Maybe.
Because you
You're right.
Zoma...
So you just Zoma crash into the 3000, and you bring out your Moth attack into a Zoma, and of course you're going to do the battle damage before taking the effect damage.
Renzo could have won this game.
He definitely could have won there and there. Yeah, it's a good spot.
But I got it anyway. Or probably.
It looks like he's gonna. I mean, he missed lethal here, but he's still winning this game. That is a breaker. That is relevant. Does we see?
Yeah, no, that's it.
No, but it's not gonna. It's not gonna matter. Sorry, that is a wheel. It is game still.
Yeah, that is game.
But yeah.
Yeah. All right, Renzo had that one. All right, let's go to JDG v JDG, the grand finale. Off the screen.
Still, nonetheless, interesting to see that Renzo missed the lethal. That's a good spot. That it was a.
Yeah.
For
yeah,
sure
there was definitely a one turn earlier way to win that one. All right.
me and Kirsch just talking about things here. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Curse's old deck against Curse's new deck. Let's go.
Oh. Yeah, and then I was talking how I accidentally played a ranked match in preparation for this game on the previous night, and Renzo saw the entire deck. So even if I had won this, I didn't fancy myself against Moth. Is a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Going on to this game, we have. I think Curse opened not too bad here.
Oh no,
he has a lot of.
He's missing one piece, but yeah, it's not too bad.
I also opened up pretty decently because I was able to get the Blaze Accelerator, and I have another one for the following turn in my hand.
Yep. Draw a card.
Any damage is good damage from my deck. I will definitely take the 500.
Before that, yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with Kursoff here. His hand is interesting.
Yeah, it is. You could. I think it just makes sense to go ahead and do it though.
You have to, because otherwise you're just taking more damage, and he knows the deck inside out. So
yeah, you grab Senju plus Ida. Yeah, perfect. Pass. Deal on that. We go Rocket. Draw a card.
Yeah, so I decided to play slow here and just see how much damage I can do with the wheel.
No, it makes sense. I mean, you're also just waiting for the second monster to lava golem, right? So there's that.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, might be going for it. Oh, he doesn't have a ritual spell. Okay, that's all he's missing.
Yeah, so Curse is definitely in a situation here where he needs the ritual spell. I mean, I didn't know what his hand state was at the time, but we can see on stream here that he is definitely bricking a little bit.
There it is.
There it is.
But does he want to commit to that right now?
So this draw is more crucial than you know, and there was a massive think phase on this turn. And to Curse credit, he saw the line. I didn't know that he mained Cosmics, and we are about to see that being huge.
Yeah,
huge
the floodgate
in the moment.
Yep, that's going to do it. Yeah.
This OTK'd me, and yeah, on reflection, I should have put one of the, if not both of the volcanics to defense.
Summoning this.
But hindsight is a funny thing. Again, I just didn't know that he was on Cosmics, and we have that. Of course, CAs have that 6 flex slot where they can put in 6 cards of it. Some people run Jar's main. I just didn't have that information, but yeah, I should have put these defense. I knew that at the time, in the moment.
I think CAs actually have 9 flex slots, right? Because you typically run... No, 6, you're right.
It is 6 with the engine. Yeah, it is 6. Unless you're Star Blast and you run 30 slots,
Well, if your Star Blast is 16.
Yeah, absolutely. 16 is like.
It's just 10 more.
And then Azana hits the last one, and then we're just hitting a Azana double hit here onto my 2 monsters, me powerful to do anything, and that is a cast of ODK.
Okay. Game 2 it is.
Yeah, I had game there. If I actually thought ahead and thought that he might be on Cosmics, but I didn't know. I still should have just put him in defense mode conservatively.
Yeah,
but hindsight is a funny thing.
Yeah, no, defense. I was thinking that honestly, like two turns before that happened, I was thinking, like, is there some reason to put your?
I just knew that if he got the 1600s out, he could run over them in defense mode. But again, it's just not a thought that I should have even considered.
Right. Oh, good knock here.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about earlier, and so yeah, I'm hard drawing it again, so there's a bit of bad luck there.
But that's a really good knock.
That I sided two of them in, and it was nice to see one in the opening hand.
Yeah.
Again, there is one of the best feelings in Speed when you're playing against CA is just cross out all three of those jars. You love to see it.
Knock and 3 back row. Yeah, there's not a lot the CAs can do now. Oh no, you drew it again!
Again, dude, like, you know, there's something about that Blaze Accelerator card, it's just drawn to me. Like, Blaze draws Blaze.
Blaze draws Blaze. It makes so much sense.
Yeah. And Kirsty's saying his hand's not great, and I'm like, yeah, but to be fair, I did hard draw Blaze Accelerator twice in this game, so yeah, I did.
8-10 will probably source the second one, yeah. Oh, he drew the third spell. That's so bad.
He did. It's just a bit of a pass at this point.
Oh,
big booty on the.
After that first game.
What a big booty this is. Zoma cannot get over.
Yeah. This is truly a JDG match. Oh my god. Cosmic.
Something's happening.
Something's happening, yes.
We have something. So Wall was actually, you know, Wall in theory is a good hit because I think Wall is a very good card against CA personally. I mean, if it stays on the board, like it's, you know, on their power turn, it's pretty good.
Yeah, grab Senju here, which is going to be summoned for Izana, I would imagine. Yep. Yep. And you have the floodgate.
I did have a floodgate for the Izana, and it was crucial though, because if I didn't, it would probably game.
Cosmic Cyclone on the Zoma. I knew he was saving the second one for that.
Because as we see, the Cosmic removes that. However, like I said earlier, Wall does things.
Wall is good.
Yeah, Wall is good.
Now Lava Golem wins the game, right?
It does, but I might have taken a different route here, because there were two lines for lethal for me. I actually can't remember.
Yeah, there's Rocket Attack or there's Lava Golem.
There's Rocket Attack or there's Lava Golem. I think I chose Lava Golem. If I remember correctly.
You did. Yeah. Okay, I would have chosen the same thing because you have two Nightmare Wheels to back it up.
Yeah.
So that seems good enough.
Sure. Even Curse was trying to say, you know, good Yu-Gi-Oh players attack the game, but I
don't listen to him. He's your opponent. He's lying to you.
Yeah.
All right, game 3. Let's do it.
It's a miracle! I didn't draw hard draw accelerator.
You didn't hard draw it. You get to draw a card. Oh, Nobleman again, but no jar.
Yeah, but there.
There it is.
There it is.
He did get the jar. Oh, is he going to go for a game? Or
he actually might not have. If I remember correctly, I don't think a jar was set here though.
He missed Floodgate.
He did.
Okay, but he looks like he's committing to it. Okay, here we go. We're searching.
Yeah, so I knew that I had to be patient with the floodgate. It's the only resource that I've got at this point, and it can only be used on Aizana. Like, but interestingly, there goes the jar. So again, he was trying to go for the quick kill.
Yeah, he was trying to go, and he's gonna do a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, he definitely gets a lot of damage in here.
700 plus 40.
So,
and then you can nobleman the Zana, but like.
I could, but I chose not to because I didn't want him to get more monster presence on the field while I didn't have any monsters myself.
Yeah, and right now you could wheel the Edatin and just chill on that. Oh my god!
And can I just say, here's the one bit of... This is turn 1. You put in a nobleman, you shuffle with 16 in deck, you draw the nobleman. There were 11 cards in my deck that basically turn the tide of this game in the moment and win on the spot. However, I hit one of the 5 that is not one. We'll see what happens in the next 3 turns. No spoilers.
Oh, I can't. That felt really bad. Yeah. Oh, another, and then he draws a Cosmic, so you can't even Nightmare Wheel anymore.
Yeah, I had game here, by the way. Well, not game, but I had near enough. If the Cosmic is so huge, because I would have been able to run the Zoma into the Edatin, which would have done 2,600 damage in the moment, and then the wheel would have been game. Yeah. And so the Cosmic was a very good draw here from Curse. Huge. But again, I draw a Nobleman because, you know, apparently these things just happen in Dueling Book, and I was cursed. It was written in the stars that I was not going to get anything in this moment.
Are you kidding
But it's not done. That's only draw number 2.
Oh my
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to take some direct hits here for sure.
Yeah, you're going to take 1 hit, right? You got 1 more turn, though it's not over, right? You could still
Oh, it's definitely not over now.
You could still draw Lava Golem or
so, yeah. Out of 14 cards in this deck, 11 of them are good hits.
Yeah.
Let's see what I draw.
Are you going to draw Blaze Accelerator?
Does Blaze draw Blaze? Defying the odds for less than 1%, and I did it! What?
Oh god.
Don't do the maths, people, please do not do the maths. But basically, that was a less than 1% chance for all 4 of those draws in a row. Incredible stuff.
Nobleman
and
into Nobleman into Blaze.
Yeah. But it's not over yet. Interval Curse, of course, swings for game, and that is that. Yeah.
That is so stupid.
However, 1 member of JDG goes through to the finals, and we have a Mod vs CA final.
That's right, which you will hopefully see Monday after the Speed Duel Showdown on Rook's channel. So, this was a 4.5 hour stream. Holy, it feels like I hosted a Swiss tournament, which I didn't. But yeah, that was a lot. So I'm gonna have to cut this up before I put it on YouTube. But yeah, that's that. But thank you for everyone who actually stuck around this long, and thanks for everyone who played in ban list. I got to get some prizes stitched out now, but I'll take care of that. And thank you, Blaze, for sticking around so long.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's been a blast. I honestly am looking forward to the ban list tournaments moving forward. They're going to be some good stuff.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to see how people adapt to the ban list and see what they actually bring. That was obviously the highlight of today, not necessarily the Winnabox, since I think people are more excited for like the new format, which the list brings, rather than like the same format we've had for the last like 5 months now. So
yeah. I mean, honestly, I think it's been a long time coming, and it's nice that Konami have finally pulled the trigger. We'll have to wait to see if it's across all speed duels. I hope it will be.
Yeah,
but...
I honestly imagine we will have this same list until the midterm box, and then we'll probably get a new one around the time the box is released, because the next YCS. Let's just look this up live on stream. All right, Yu-Gi-Oh! YCS schedule. Let's see.
I think the big thing will be is after they get the feedback from YCS, Niagara, and all that. Will they then make it all speed duels? That's going to be the big question.
Yeah.
I think looking into the future. I said that.
Okay, so there's a YCS in October. So that's why I'm guessing we're going to get a ban list, a new one, at the end of September-ish, right? like mid-September to late September.
I'd like to think that they will refine the list, yeah, and change it as and when they get feedback and whatnot.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a new list before every YCS. Oh, well, this one's Ecuador, so I don't know if that won't be Konami North America. That'll be Konami like South America. So that might be different. But there's one in Minneapolis on October 22nd. So that's North America. That's US. So they'll probably give us a ban list for this one. So yeah, 22nd. Yeah, and that's literally right like 3 weeks after the box. So that's actually perfect.
We have already said it, but I mean the list that they've given us now is pretty much just a test run. Is the way a lot of us are looking at it, and that's we'll see what they do in the future.
Yeah.
After these events.
Yeah. So I imagine we'll be getting 2 new ban lists this year, right? One for October 22nd. They'll probably use the same one for November 5th as they did for October 22nd. And then they might make more like a final change to it for December with the remote duel one. And that'll be the one that everyone will have a chance to play in here. So look forward to
definitely a lot of stuff coming with Speed, man.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing how the everything changes with changes to the list, plus the midterm box release, new product before December.
Oh, Gate Guardian Paradox Brothers, hype nostalgia.
Yeah, Woo. We've got 4 months from now to December 10th to see how things change and how the list plus the new product shapes everything up. So I'm kind of excited for that. And, I'm happy to see Speed Duel is getting more attention, like, because there was a year there where we didn't have anything. So this is very,
like,
very
any kind of list is nice. It's been a long time coming. It's nice that Konami have finally pulled the trigger with it.
Any kind of list is nice. So yeah.
I think for a while there with the survey, we were wondering if they were ever going to do anything with this survey they put out. But,
no, truly, and I'm glad they did. So I mean, dueling style isn't ideal, but it is what it is. We should just be happy.
It's something,
point, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Like it's the beggars can't be choosers, and we have to remember we are a side format. We are a clown format. There's probably like 2,000 Speed Duel players at most. There's probably like 1,000. And there's probably like, I don't know, 1 million TCG players.
Countless TCG players.
Yeah. So, we are a very small piece of the Yu-Gi-Oh pie here. So you just got to remember that as we move forward and be happy with what we get. Obviously, that doesn't mean we shouldn't demand better. We should. So it's because we asked for a list that we got one in the first place. So there's that. So hopefully they keep listening to the community that we have here, and we'll see what happens. But until next week for the next ban list tournament, I will see you tomorrow for SMC, but not on this channel. So join us on Justice tomorrow. But for me, for this Twitch channel, until next week, Terra Master, I'm out.
And Blaze out.
Oh yeah, you too. You're still here. Sorry, Terra Master and Blaze out.